Welcome, ladies and gents, to Phone Fixers, the technology repair specialists here in Swindon. Now, we are, of course, here ahead of today's League 2 game, and, well, that guy, he's offered me a great deal. He can do it for half the price than they can, so I'm probably going to use him, and yes, his face is blurred out for privacy reasons. But before we crack on with today's game, we do, of course, have some games to catch up on, as well as a few injuries. The first game saw us welcome the Potty Potters under-23s to York for a Papa Pizza party, and it looked like being a good time 30 minutes in when the baker gifted us a pen. Sadly, this wasn't to be the case, as Fielding's poor effort followed by 2 second-half Roper goals gave us a 2-0 loss. With Campbell's twisted ankle and Dyson out with blisters, we then travelled to Salford, where things only got worse as Osu picked up a 12-minute injury before McLean then gave up a penalty for Lund to score the opener, and then Ennis on the 85th minute sealed a 2-0 win for Salford. After back-to-back 2-0 losses and mounting injuries, we then tried a new approach against Mansfield. Sadly, this, however, merely limited our loss to 1 goal. The final game then saw us welcome fellow survivalists Hartlepool in a big 6-pointer, and when we went goal down 10 minutes in, things got worrying. Thankfully, however, just before half-time, Pedder found an equaliser to rescue us a point. Okay, so besides the few injuries we covered in the catch-up games, there's been quite a few more in terms of injuries. A lot of people are getting repeat injuries. I've noticed Greg Ollie earlier on did pick up a pulled groin, recovered from it, then picked up another one in training. I don't know if he's using that as an excuse, but a lot of these other players as well getting repeat injuries. But since last episode, Ollie Dyson picks up blisters. That kept him out for 9 days. Then we had the major injury to Campbell on the same day. He picked up a twisted ankle in training, keeping him out for 4 to 5 weeks, and is still recovering from that. Heaney then picked up a slight bruise, a bruised shin in fact. He got that in the Salford game for 3 days. Also in the Salford game, a hamstring strain for Paul Osu, which is currently keeping him out for 3 to 4 weeks. Then Will Adipan, he bruised his shin as well. I promise I'm not knocking these players about with all these bruises. That kept him out for 3 days. Paddy McLaughlin then picked up a twisted ankle in training for 3 to 5 weeks, currently still out. Norwood with a bruised ankle against Mansfield for 2 days. And then McLean also picked up a bruise, this time to the knee, for 3 days on the 22nd. But without further ado, let's hope we're not going to pick up any more injuries, and let's hope we can pick up a victory here today against Swindon. Right, so we've arrived here at the county ground. We are, of course, here in the dressing room. And as you can see, we've dropped our mentality to balanced. Now, those who don't know, Swindon recently got relegated into this league. They are expected to be around 18th according to the season preview, but we all know what the season preview can be like, because right now they are battling to go back up, currently at the bottom of the playoffs. And, well, we're missing a couple of key players. We still have Campbell out and still have Osu out. They'll both probably be back the game after this one, but right now still out injured. So our team for today is Oluwayemi in goal, a backline of Adiapan, Connolly, Shipley and Jenkinson. In central midfield, we've got Morgan and Allen. We are going for a balanced mentality as a result of them as well. Mubala on the left-hand side as an inside forward. On the right is Dyson, Pedder in between, and Williams up front. A bench consisting of Alnwick, Carlin, Wilson, Wright, Fielding, McLean, and Norwood. So, let's crack on with this. Okay, so for those interested, they have a couple of changes to their lineup. One of them which stands out to me more than the other, and that of course is Gary Medine is going to miss this one, as well as Johnny Williams. And they are replaced by Jordan Bowery and Christy Elliott. So, let's crack on with this one. They've probably got plenty of other players to cause us problems. Everyone expects us to lose. Exactly. Punch fists. Okay, fine. We'll punch fists. Fine. Fine. No trying to attempt. Just everyone expects us to lose. Let's be calm. Tell them calmly we're expected to lose instead of trying to motivate them. And yes, let's crack on with this one. We of course have our kickoff highlight. here as we play it back to Connolly. Connolly's going to run at them and try and play it up to Allen. Now Allen turns back, plays it all the way back to Shipley. Now I don't expect this to really amount to anything, but who knows? I think we've had one kickoff highlight. Admittedly it went against us, but hopefully we can get one here for ourselves. Connolly from the back, 20 odd seconds in, gets it up to Allen. He gives away the ball to Townsend. It's now with Payne trying to inflict it on us. Thankfully does not. So, like I said, they are at the bottom of the playoffs. They are in 7th place. That would have got them up the league a little bit higher. They're in 7th. We are down in 20th, just behind Bradford by a point. We also have a couple of points on that relegation zone, which is nice, but the two teams behind us are only, I believe, a point, if not a few goals behind us. Dyson on this right-hand side. We'll pull it back for Allen. Allen now goes over to Shipley. Shipley, he's going to find Allen once more. Allen now up to Williams. Williams is going to turn, play it back to Allen, in fact, and he's given it away to Payne again. Twice in less than 10 minutes. He's given the ball to Payne. Devon, though, going to play it over to Byrne. Byrne's going to go all the way back to the ward. And the Burns ward will not be inflicted upon us quite yet. It's a ball over the top, though. Jenkinson will win the header. He heads it down to Mitchell Lawson, though. Mitchell Lawson back to Townsend. Townsend's going to come down this left-hand side. He's found a little bit of space. Thankfully, though, Jenkinson is closing the angle. He whips across in. It's an easy save in the end for Holloway. Thankfully, an easy save. So, Adiapan, Allen and Jenkinson all on 6.6s at the moment. Lubala on a 6.5 really does need to pick his game up here today. He's dropped to a 6.4 in fact here on the 25th minute. It's ball into Pedder though. He pulls it back. Oh, ball up to Williams. Can he score? No. It's cleared away. Clark on the counter-attack. Interception by Allen. Great job there. Instead, gives it straight back to Bowery though. Allen, what are these passes here today? You are just giving them possession. Bowery over to Mitchell Lawson. Now finds Richards. Richards turns. Payne. Lovely through ball to Townsend. Now Townsend whips one in. Morgan, lovely header away. Unfortunately, Elliott will collect it here on the right-hand side. We need to get this ball away. It's a ball back inside. It's flown over everyone's head. Mitchell Lawson back to Townsend. Now whips it in back post. Bowery, lovely save by Oluwayemi. Come on, Olu. Free kick for the offside, but it's nice to see Oluwayemi did manage to deal with that ball regardless. Now, Portville 1-0 up at home to Doncaster Rovers. We've got Rochdale 1-1 against Cheltenham. And Barrows winning 1-0 at Salford. Sutton is also winning 2-0 at Walsall. Adipan now with the free kick. As we come towards the back end of this first half, it's short to Morgan. He finds Connolly. Connolly over to Shipley. Shipley in the centre circle is going to play up to Allen. Allen thankfully makes a pass that actually gets to one of our players. Unfortunately, though, it goes ping-ponging before he gets it back. Pedder gets it over to Jenkinson now. He's been pushed over to the byline. He plays it inside to Allen. Allen finds Shipley. Shipley now through to Pedder. Pedder's going to play out wide to Dyson. Dyson's got a little bit of space. He's also got support behind him in Allen and Jenkinson. Instead, though, he just ran into Johnson, gave them the ball. We need to do better with possession. We need to stop giving up possession so easily. We've ran into them. We've passed them the ball 3 times through Allen. Just need to take better care of this possession at the moment. Mitchell Lawson, though, on the left-hand side, is going to try and whip it across. He does. Back post. Adiapan will nod it away. Lubala will collect it here on the edge of the area. Now to Allen. Allen up to Pedder. Thankfully does not give the ball away. And it's a ball over the top to Williams. He's made a lovely run. Can he score from this? Come on, Williams. Oh, Ward has made the save. And Devon will collect. As it looks like we're probably going to head into half-time 0-0. Unless Clark from this corner can inflict damage for Swindon. Goes back post Johnson. And it's tipped over by Oluwayemi. Do need a couple of these players to start picking things up. Adiapan is on a 6-4, but honestly, he hasn't really played like it. From what I've seen anyways. Same for Jenkinson. I think those ratings are a little bit on the harsh side, but then again, we of course haven't seen everything. Lubala on a 6-3 is definitely going off at half time though. Dyson on a 6-4. Need to keep an eye on him. It's a ball in by Lubala though. Devlin will nod it away to Jenkinson, who will collect it. We've got 1 minute of additional time. Can we make use of it? Pedder back to Adiapan. Adiapan inside to Williams. He finds Pedder. Pedder now back into Williams once more. It's over to Allen. Allen's going to play up to Pedder. Pedder's going to hold possession. Now through to Williams. He finds Lubala. Lubala, oh, it's blocked and it comes back out to Allen. Now Dyson, can he get a ball over to Jenkinson? He does. Lovely possession. Now can we get across in? Come on, Jenkinson. Great opportunity here. There's no one there, Jenkinson. That was a good 2 or 3 metres behind Allen. And so we have 2 total shots this half on 1 on target. 1. Gotta do better in front of goal. A lot better. You're not doing well. Yeah, we're not going to win if we don't shoot. It's been really disappointing to watch. Exactly. Point finger. Need to start shooting, lads. Need to start shooting. That's all I ask. Right, Jenkinson is on a 6-3. Looks like he's going to keep struggling. Get him off for Carlin. We've got 6-4 for Lubala and Dyson. You know what? You know what? Since Dyson's dropped as well, we're going to go winger. We're going to bring on McLean. And hopefully that swap helps Lubala get back into the game. McLean can come on, hopefully make an impact on that left-hand side. Nice, fresh. He can work with Adiapan. Hopefully that picks up Adiapan's pace in this one as well. And yeah, let's try and get this one as Pedder intercepts it, nods it forward to Williams, gets it back over to Morgan. Unfortunately, that highlight has ended abruptly. So, 50th minute. Come on, we need to start getting some shots. 2 total shots so far as we reach almost an hour. Interception by Adipan gets it up to Williams. Williams is going to come down this left-hand side. Williams, you need to be in the box, not on the wing. I know you're used to being on the wing, but still, you need to be our goal scorer whilst we've got Campbell out. Morgan over to Allen. Allen from range. It was optimistic. I like the optimism. I don't like the execution at all. So, struggling. A 6-2 for Lubala, still continuing to struggle. Adipan on a 6-4. We've got to take Lubala off. So, who are we going to take Lubala off for? Is the real question. Who are we going to take? I guess what we'll do is Williams, Norwood, and pray Morgan doesn't get sent off and no one gets injured. Because Williams is also having a bit of a rough time and seems to think that he's playing as a winger here today. So, he can play as a winger. We'll drop him back to the wing. Since you think you're a winger with Williams, and hopefully Norwood can turn his form around because he's been one of the players struggling. Him and McLean. Don't know why McLean was escaped my brain. McLean's all 6-3. Both of those the media have been criticising for their form, and I don't blame them. They've both been poor. This is your time to show why I brought you in. As McLean has won possession here. Last minute, can we steal a victory? Morgan inside to Pedder. Pedder finds Norwood. Norwood back to Morgan. Morgan, can he get a ball up? He's going to play it across to Allen. Allen back to Morgan. Almost gave it away, but thankfully we retain possession. Shipley now, centre circle. Can he get a ball through? He gets it up to Allen. Allen through to Williams. Williams finds Norwood. Norwood's breached the defence, but the defence is getting back as his shot goes wide. And it really has been a game of wasted opportunities. Absolutely wasted. We've wasted possession, wasteful shooting in the very few shots we've had. The fact that we might come out of this one with a point is surprising in itself. I think we can count ourselves lucky with that. I'm not usually happy with a 0-0, but considering how we performed in this one, we had to have Oluwayemi get a 7.7 rating, both our centre-backs, 7.2 and a 7.6, just to grasp onto this one. 1 shot on target out of 5. I am going to berate this team. Now, the question is, where are we going next? Well, if I have a little look, because I have noted, I should say, down, we should be back for Stevenage away. Might have a game before then, but that is where I was currently planning on coming back. So, I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.